How many of you have children? May I see your hands? Oh, that's not everyone. How many of you then were children? Okay, great. Okay, this is it. This is all I got for you, but it may have been the reason why you came. You see, you have been talking to your child to try to get him to do something in your language. He doesn't speak your language. So what you want to do is be flexible and speak his language. So let's say that the next time, let's say your son isn't cleaning up his room, and you've told him 5,000 times. The next time he does that, you're going to try this. Try this one. You want to get yourself some glasses. Look the part. You want to get yourself a hat, but you got to wear it the right way. Okay, you want to get a little bling. I need that sound up just a little bit. Okay, now we want to get funky. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, let's get funky. Come on. And the words go like this. There's words. You better believe it. Your room, dude, it's looking real bad. Your room, dude, you better listen to your dad. He's mad, real mad. Better pick up your clothes or the iPod goes. Make up your bed or the television's dead. Well, now you listen to me. I tell you how it's gonna be. This ain't the home of the free. There's a price, don't you see? I told you 15, 25, 35 times. The money's gonna stop. Your bubble's gonna pop. You better toe the line or your butt is mine. Well, I can hear you squeal. What's the big deal? Well, let me tell you how I feel. Let me tell you how I feel. I'm a woman on the edge, a woman on the edge, a stressed out menopausal woman on the edge. You don't want to mess with me. You better not mess with me. Yo. Yo. Thank you. Thank you so much.
See, metaphorically, it's as if we all have an antenna, okay? Now, ladies, our antenna is at all times swiveling in a 360-degree manner. If there is a shoe sale on at Nordstrom, beep, 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 we pick it up. One child, hungry, 3 blocks down the road. Beep, beep, beep. We pick it up. A man, half our age, checking us out from across the room. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We pick it up. And guys, you have an antenna too. You do. The only difference is that your antenna is sticking in one direction only. One. Sometimes an antenna is just an antenna. One direction only. And you know what that's on? It's on the task at hand. It's as if you have on blinders and you can only see the one thing in front of you. Hey guys, this is not a bad thing. It's just a guy thing. With my husband, John, it would go something like this. He'd be like, in the middle of a project going, must complete the task, must complete the task. John, the phone's ringing. No, must complete the task, must complete. Honey, this box is awfully heavy. Could I get your, no, must complete the task. John, I'm feeling a little romantic. Okay. So here's a cool idea. Walk right up to people and say, hi, I don't know you, but I want to know you. What's your name? What do you do? What are you up to? Because this is the cool thing. Everybody in this room is up to something.
They all looked exactly the same in my book. They were dressed the same, they walked the same, they sat down at their tables, they laid down their pads of paper, they lined the pencils up on the right side, they put the coffee up at the corner, they folded their hands, they looked at me and didn't say a word and just waited. And I'm teaching them how to be more creative. I wanted to say, you want to be more creative? Put your pencils on the other side. Let's start there. Well, by the end of 1969, I had been married and divorced, and I had a 2-year-old baby boy.
And I was working as a receptionist in a law office making $55 a week. I can remember, some of you may be able to relate, I can remember cashing in bottles to get enough money for gas for my car. Yeah, I can remember eating bologna sandwiches by candlelight with my baby boy because my electricity had been turned off yet again. And also, to further complicate things at that particular time in my life, I was suffering from clinical depression. I was having very frequent and serious, debilitating panic and anxiety attacks that were so horrific sometimes that I seriously came close to taking my own life, more times than I can recount. And such was the situation on the morning of December 7th, 1969. I woke up, fell headfirst into that dark, frightening place. And I remember lying in bed with the covers pulled up around my neck, and I remember thinking to myself, I can't take this anymore. And then the words started playing in my mind like they were on a loop, and I heard them. I'm ready to die. I'm ready to die. I'm ready to die. Now, I need you to remember those words because they come back just a moment in this story. Well, it was just about that time that I heard my son stirring in the room next to me, and I realized that I had to make it. So, summoning courage from I don't know where, I pulled myself up, I got dressed, I got him dressed and off to daycare, went to that law office, sat behind that desk, hanging on to my sanity by a thread. And it was about 11:30 in the morning, that morning, that in through the front door burst a man in a convict's prison uniform brandishing a .357 Magnum. He grabbed me by the arm. He slammed the gun in my face. And he said to the two attorneys who were standing there at the time, give me your car keys. Give me your money. I'm leaving. I'm taking her with me. Don't call the cops or I will kill her. Now, I want you to think back for just a moment to the emotional state that I was in before the man came in the room. Remember that one? By the way, I don't know if any of you have ever seen a .357 Magnum or not, but here is what one looks like. That is not, however, what it looks like when it's about 2 inches from your face. No, then it looks something like that. Well, he took me to an abandoned house, and there he held me hostage for 5 hours. And I guess I had what Vince Pacenti would have called one of life's defining moments. It happened actually about 2 hours into this. He had allowed me to sit in a chair in the living room, and he sat in a chair facing me about 8 feet away. He sat there just gripping that gun, staring at me, not saying a word. Suddenly, at one point, he, out of nowhere, slowly raised the gun. He pointed it directly between my eyes. He cocked the hammer. He took a deep breath, and his exact words were, "Are you ready to die?" Well, there was a part of me that wanted to say, "Funny you should mention that." Whoa! I was just thinking about, are you psychic? What?
And I want you just to remember this one thing as you go forward in life. Remember this one thing, that faced with any challenge, we are defined more by the choices we make than by the talents we possess. Choose passion. Choose power. Choose pizzazz. Thank you all for having me here. Thank you so much.